Hey everybody, it's Kendra. Welcome to my channel if you're new, and welcome back if you've been here before. So my video today is going to be all about beans. Yes, the magical fruit kind. The more you eat, the more you do. That's probably one of my proudest achievements, teaching my husband, my French husband, that song. Oh my gosh, he is so cute when he sings it, and he's got his little dance and he like shakes his little butt. Darling. Anywho, maybe I'll try to get him to sing it later and edit it in here. No promises though. Anywho, my video today is going to be a bean haul, a beautiful, beautiful bean haul. Some of these beans are just ridiculously gorgeous. So I have been following the coronavirus situation pretty seriously since like January. So immediately in my brain, I was like, you need to buy rice and beans. So I bought some canned beans. And then I picked up some beans at Walmart. I picked up some dried pintos, some cranberry beans, and then like some mixed bag of beans to make soup with. Then I was at the co-op a few days later and I picked up, got a little fancier. You know, I did some organic garbanzo beans, dried garbanzo beans, cannellini beans, mung beans, adzuki beans, more pintos. I don't know what else. And then I really started doing research because I realized, okay, well, what good are a bunch of dried beans if you don't actually know how to cook them? Because I've never cooked dried beans before. So anyway, started doing research. So I kind of made this my new project. So when you start doing a lot of research on beans, you are going to inevitably end up on the Rancho Gordo website. So Rancho Gordo is a bean supplier out of Napa, California. And they have just the most gorgeous heirloom beans. They're definitely more expensive. Like, you know, we went from Walmart, like normal, regular beans, a little fancier with the organics at the co-op, and then now we're going super fancy with the Rancho Gordo heirloom beans. I gotta share these with you guys. They are too pretty. I just feel some of these are too pretty to eat. I don't know if like the patterns and the colors remain after they've been cooked, but they're beautiful. And yeah, today is a Rancho Gordo bean haul. So anywho, let's jump into it. So first off, I picked up 2 of their sampler boxes. I mean, the website is pretty overwhelming. They have tons and tons of beans, and for like a bean newbie, I didn't really know what to get. So I just went ham and just bought like a ton of stuff. Also, just FYI, if you are interested in ordering from Rancho Gordo, they are like super swamped with orders. I just checked their website this morning and it said if you order now, they expect that orders will be shipping around May 24th. So today is April 15th when I'm filming this. So yeah, over a month to ship out these beans because obviously people are ordering beans because that's what you do. So anywho, the first thing I picked up is the Desert Island Sampler. So this has 5 pounds of beans in it. It has different beans. So you open it up. First you get a little brochure cookbook. Yep, this is a nice little cookbook. All the info you need about cooking beans. I'm really glad I got the samplers just so I could have that. That's like good info. So that's what it looks like. There are 3 on top and then 2 underneath. So what did we get? All right, so first we have the Alubia Blanca. So this baby says, a small white Spanish-style heirloom bean that feels at home in kitchens from Mexico to Tuscany to New England. Enjoy a simple bowl finished with roasted tomatoes and garlic, in salads, or even baked beans. So these are like really cute, pretty little white beans. Next, we have some classic cranberry beans. How pretty are those? And also, isn't their packaging so cute? I just love their branding. All right, so the cranberry bean says, an heirloom for pasta e fagioli. I think that's right. I did 1 semester of Italian, don't quote me. Rich stews, baked beans, and more. Its velvety texture makes a great addition to minestrone soups. All right, next we have some black beans. These are the Midnight Black Beans. Ooh, so this one says extra fancy turtle beans. Perfect for all your black bean recipes or to enjoy on their own. So these are pretty small. These are like a similar size to the first ones, the Alubia Blanca. Pretty similar size on those guys. All right, and next we have the Domingo Rojo. So these are kind of like a dark red, pretty similar in size to those black and the white ones. And I gotta say with this one, when I was researching bean recipes, this type of bean came up in a lot of recipes. All right, so these ones say a small, dense heirloom bean that begs to be put to work in red beans and rice, chile con carne, or a fresh salad. Good red beans make a rich broth that coats every grain of rice. Domingo Rojo is that bean. All right. All right, and then finally in this box, these are my favorites because they're so stinking pretty. These are called Yellow Eye. And look at those. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at those. It's just so stinking pretty. How can nature create something like that? That's amazing. So these ones say, a ham hock's best friend. Okay, great. I don't really eat meat anymore, but oh well. Thick, old-fashioned flavor, perfect as a replacement for any white bean. Great for stews, Senate navy bean soup, and required for baked beans. All right, so that was the Desert Island Bean Sampler Box. And now I have the French Bean Box. Oh la la. So this says, Bean lovers and Francophiles unite. A cookbook and some of our favorite ingredients for cooking à la française. So, ooh, this baby is heavy. So we got a cookbook and then a bunch of French beans. So the cookbook I got is the French Beans book. It's kind of hard to read it on there. French Beans Exploring the Bean Cuisine of France. And obviously I'm married to a Frenchie, so I just felt it was appropriate. All right, so we got 5 things here. Actually, one of them is a thing of lentils, but they're all French. All right, so the first 2 beans in here are actually the same. So I got 2 pounds of cassoulet. Classic cassoulet beans. So these are like a pretty good size white bean. So these babies say, okay, classic cassoulet bean grown in California from authentic tarbay seed, tarbay seed. A beautiful white runner bean developed by French farmers over generations to be the foundation of the classic cassoulet. So cassoulet is basically a French dish that has like beans and meat, onions and stuff like that. So yeah, I guess we're gonna be practicing making some cassoulet because I get 2 pounds of them. The next one we have is the Flageolet. So they're very pretty. Aren't these green beans just so cute? Now, when I did show my husband this box, he was like, oh, le flageolet, ça te fait prout prout, which means that makes you go fart fart. So being married to a French person, there's no filter. It's very cute. So these ones say, creamy, dense heirloom beans stay whole yet soft when cooked. Ideal with roasted tomatoes, with lamb or fish, or in a cassoulet. All right, and next we have the Mogette de Vende. So these are kind of like a similar size to the cassoulet one, but a little bit different shape. The cassoulet one seemed flatter, I guess. All right, so these babies say, classic thin-skinned white bean with unusual creaminess. Cook simply and enjoy in soups, pureed, or smash on toast. Imported from France, limited harvest. Okay. And then finally in the French box, we have a bag of French green lentils, which is good because I bought some French green lentils, but I didn't have a ton. And then this one says, small, meaty green lentils, famous as a side dish in stews, soups, and even salads. West Coast grown for our own unique terroir. Okay, so that was the French box. And I gotta say, I was just flipping through this book. It's so stinking nice. It has so many cool recipes. I'm so glad I ended up getting this. I'm always a sucker for a cookbook. And then finally, I just have a few beans that I just kind of picked out because I thought they were pretty. This was not in a box. These were just my own choosing. So first we have the Christmas lima beans. So let's just admire the beauty of these. How stinking pretty are those? They're big beans. They've got this beautiful kind of like a creamy and then sort of like a burgundy color. Gorgeous. So these ones say, all the meat of a conventional lima with a chestnut flavor, bold enough to handle chilies, curries, or just a drizzle of olive oil. I think with these, obviously the appearance totally sold me, but the chestnut part, my husband's a big chestnut person. Like the French love their chestnuts. I love chestnuts. So I think it was like the beaniness with the chestnuttiness. All right, next we have the Yellow Indian Woman. So these are a pretty small bean, kind of similar to a couple of the first ones I showed. So these ones say a small bean with addictive creaminess not found in ordinary legumes, yet it keeps its shape after cooking, ideal in salads, chilies, soups, and stews. I think this one had super good reviews. I feel like that was the reason, because I mean, like, it's yellow bean, like it's not that beautiful. But there was definitely a reason I bought that. I think it had really good reviews. Okay, and next we have some scarlet runner beans. Now, I want you to just really look at these because it's sort of like, it looks like the same size as those Christmas Lima ones, but it's kind of black with like a purple. So pretty. All right, and then these ones say, big meaty beans with a rich bean broth. Serve with a little too much garlic and wild mushrooms for a real treat. One of the oldest New World crops of any kind. All right, next we have these Marcella. I'm gonna say Marcella. I believe these are an Italian heirloom. And this one had super good reviews. And this one was, I don't know, people were raving about this one. So it says, a delicate cannellini bean grown in California from Italian Sorana seed stock. A light and creamy bean with the thinnest of skins. Cook very gently, low and slow. Yeah, this one, I remember seeing something like people were just like raving about this bean. Alrighty, next I've got some Royal Corona beans. So these are definitely the biggest beans of all the beans I got. A lot of the recipes I was finding called for like butter beans or Corona beans. So this one says, a big, fat, super creamy white runner bean that's even bigger when cooked. Oh my gosh, exciting. Use in salad, soups, or just drizzle cooked beans with your best olive oil, Parmesan cheese, salt, and pepper. So yummy. And then, friends, we're saving the best for last because these are so pretty. They're so cute. These are called Vaquero. And they're black and white and they look like little cows. Aren't they so pretty? Just look at those beans. So stinking cute. So this one says, a cousin to the more famous Anasazi bean, vaqueros are just as versatile and perhaps a bit lighter. Great for soup, stews, chili, or on their own. All right, so there you go. Those are the beans that I picked up from Rancho Gordo. I just think they're so beautiful and I'm so excited to learn how to cook dried beans. If you guys have any suggestions or tips or even links for recipes or anything about cooking dried beans, please leave me a comment down below. Also, I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you guys are staying safe and staying sane. I know this is a super weird time to be going through. What a time to be alive, right? Personally for me, I'm okay. Like some days are good, some days are bad. I feel like now I'm like more adjusted to it and I'm just kind of used to like my new normal. But I mean, some days I'm good and then it's just like something happens and I'm just like, don't talk to me. So anywho, stay safe, you guys. Love you. Thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video.